Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa, and today's video is going to be a little different compared to the rest of the content on my channel. Basically, I wanted to have a recap of the lessons that I learned in 2022. And for context, 2022 was the year I had my last semester of college, and shortly afterwards, I moved to Jersey for my job. I had no friends or family or any connections there outside of coworkers. So I hope this video gives a little bit of advice, insight, nuggets of knowledge, maybe some warnings or two, recent college graduates, or for students who are going into their last semester and want to kind of prepare themselves for the next chapter of their life. Without further ado, the top 10 things that I learned in 2022. First thing is to cherish my friends. Oh my gosh, this year has been a roller coaster of emotion, and every time I've hit a high, every just happy, just purely just content moment I've had was shared with other people that I love and appreciate and care about. So I think my last semester at college, I really just took the time to be more intentional with my friendships. I really wanted to put in the effort to grow friendships that I currently had, or to start new ones with new people that were introduced to the Vanessa lore. And I'm very happy to say that even after I moved, these friendships are still going on strong, and they hold a very special place in my heart and have, fingers crossed, evolved into forever friends. On the flip side, the second thing I learned my last semester of college is to also be picky with who you spend your time and energy on. So I think this was the year that I really decided to set certain boundaries for myself. I think I struggled in the past with people pleasing, but I realized that as I put my time and energy into growing friendships or maintaining them, everyone has a very limited pool of time and energy. 2022 is the year that Vanessa really went, here's the line, we are not going to cross it, and I am so much happier because of that. And I feel like my friendships are so much more fulfilled because I didn't decide to put that time and energy elsewhere and instead focus it on the people that I really do care about and love. The third thing I learned is to only buy clothes if it is an absolute yes. And what I mean by that is that if there's any part of your brain that's like, I love this shirt, I wish it were insert anything else, that's it. It needs to be an overwhelming yes on all fronts, and then I'll get it. It's helped on so many different fronts. First, budgeting. It's great because I am not spending hundreds of dollars on pieces of clothing that I won't actually wear or that I don't actually love. It helps with my decision paralysis. Anyone who knows me knows that I am awful when it comes to making any decision, whether it be ordering food or picking an outfit or making any decision. I just need something that is simple and easy, and once my wardrobe got cut down, completely slashed, I only had the bare minimum, it made things so much easier for me. And three, it is so nice finally having a wardrobe that I love. My wallet thanks me, my limited space in my studio apartment thanks me, and my just peace of mind thanks me. The fourth thing is to welcome calm. So I think my last semester was very back to back. I was doing things almost every single day. I tried to bring that same energy into my life in Jersey, and I just realized that it was just different. The dynamic was different. I was in a new place, and not only that, I was starting to discover myself. This is the first time that I haven't been surrounded by college students, always on call to see friends or grab lunch. I think I tried to fight against that calm for a little bit until I realized how nice it is to kind of just take a step back, to reflect, and to also spend that time on myself. Number 5, on a very similar note, it is so lonely being in a completely different state and moving away from friends and family, and I didn't realize how lonely it would be until I moved, and now I'm here. It's hard. It honestly is. I was so confident that this would not be a lonely experience. I remember telling myself, Vanessa, you are doing so great when it comes to being intentional and reaching out and hanging out with people. You'll be fine. You're gonna be cruising. You're gonna have new friends. It'll be great. And then it wasn't. And I think right now I'm realizing I want to be more comfortable being by myself and being alone. And moving has really given me that opportunity to spend time with myself and to not equate that with being lonely. Number 6, and this is a no-brainer, but it's also one that I actually need to like internalize and stick with, which is drink water, get sleep, and eat healthy food. Gone are the days where I can pull an all-nighter and be totally fine afterwards. That is not me anymore. I think the last time I tried staying up really late or pulled an all-nighter, I needed 2 days to fully recover afterwards. It was awful. I felt old, and I'm just like, I used to be able to do back-to-back all-nighters. That Vanessa is no longer here, and I don't think she will ever be back. I didn't realize how important it is to actually be hydrated, to eat good food and like nutritious food, and to just have a consistent sleep schedule. This is the time to really build those healthy habits. I am saying that more for myself than for anyone. Did I stay up until 3 a.m. watching 7 Deadly Sins? Yes. Moving on. Number 7, my insecurities and jealousies, those are my guiding lights. So instead of demonizing them, instead of seeing my insecurities or jealousies as things to be very ashamed of, this feeling of jealousy can actually be something that helps guide you in the right direction, that helps you identify these areas of improvement, and they can act as signals to tell ourselves, hey, this is something that needs to be worked on. Now that you've identified it, let's take the next step to actually resolving it. All right, number 8. The things you tell yourself in the moment to do, just do them. Like, if you have that voice in your head that's like, I think I should wash the dishes right now, like, I have the time, I have the energy, and they're sitting there, should I wash this cup? Yes, the answer is yes. Just, the answer is always yes. If you pick something up in your room and you're like, should I put this back down into its original place? The answer is yes. If you think to yourself, should I text a follow-up email or message or something to that person that has been on my mind who I didn't reach out to or didn't respond to? The answer is yes. I feel like more often than not, in those brief moments of contemplation where I decide to not say yes or not to do the action, it ends up biting me in the butt later. And the moments where I am like, you know what, future Vanessa would really appreciate it if current Vanessa did this thing. Future Vanessa was so happy and so proud of past Vanessa for doing that thing. Listening to that little voice in your head that's like, maybe you should do this thing, it adds up. It declutters not only your space, but it also declutters your mind, because you're not in this constant cycle of, did I do this thing? Because the answer is always yes. Number 9. This is specifically to my fellow graduates or fellow, kind of pick yourself up and move somewhere else. You will feel purposeless. I'm gonna knock on wood real quick. Maybe this isn't everyone's shared experience, but something I realized after moving is that for the past 4 years, my identity, my environment has been college. It's been going to school, it's been pursuing my degree, it's been going to different orgs and getting involved and volunteering and all these different things. And once I moved and started working, I realized there is no one keeping me accountable for this anymore. There is no grade system, there is no counselor. It really hit me that my life is completely and utterly in my own hands. If I want to spend the rest of my life working a corporate job and not doing anything, not seeing people, just becoming a hermit, going to work, coming back, I could do that for probably the rest of my life, and there would be no other system to keep me accountable. It really made me face the music of, hey, now is the time to really sit down and figure out what will make me happy, what are the things that I want to pursue. Because at the end of the day, I could literally shut myself up in my room for decades and I'd live. That'd be fine. If that is the system that works for you, that's perfect, that's beautiful. it's just something I realized it didn't work for me, and I need to actually take that time to figure out exactly what I want. And last but not least, this last point is for anyone out there who has gone through their own traumas or micro traumas. Number 10 is that everything is cyclical. Everything will be a cycle unless you break that cycle. And I'll give an example to explain what I mean by that. There were a lot of things that happened in the past, or a lot of people that I've had in my life have really affected me as a person. And I have not taken the time to actually sit down with myself and to work through each of these different things that honestly do have a long-lasting impact on me. So what usually happens is I have a period in my life where I'm like, damn, the consequences of these actions are really hitting me right now. And then during the semester, I make plans, I go to events, I have fun, and just forget about the whole underlying issues until I fast forward a little bit. I'm once again kind of by myself. I'm grounded, I'm calm, I'm collected, I have time to reflect, and then the same issues kind of resurface. So every single time that I have denied myself the time to reflect and the time to actually look inward and to try to heal certain parts of myself, it has always come back up. So even when I have amazing semesters, amazing times with my friends and family and loved ones, even when I feel very grounded and calm, there are always periods where those deep insecurities and deep traumas resurface. And I think this year is the year where I take that time to reflect, look for a therapist, find a healthy coping mechanism, and to actually address the root fundamentals before I try to distract myself with things going on externally. So those are the 10 things that I learned in 2022. Please feel free to share your thoughts and to also comment on your own experience down below. I love going through each of the comments, hearing your guys' thoughts and experiences, and also hearing where everyone comes from too and where everyone is commenting from. I hope this video helps anyone who is in my current position or who is going to be in a position similar to my own. I hope this video helps, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the next one. Bye!